Hello, welcome back. I am excited about this video. Today we have lots of hearts and butterflies, design, cornrow, box braid, and this video is going to go through the whole process from the sectioning, the pattern of the hearts and the butterfly, the braids and the other butterfly. So I make a line from the back of the ear, from ear to ear, and section into two. You can use three depending on how many box braids you want. So next I just made a line in the center of her head to be able to know where a quarter of the line will be. So from her eyebrow to eyebrow was the second line, and then this top section I had four patterns there. So in total I had 11, two at the back, four on top, and then 5 around. So to start the first heart, I shared that box into two from top to down, and then I call it the 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock arm. So on this left hand side I made like a 10 o'clock arm on a clock from the middle towards the top, slanting upwards, and I braided around that line. So now this is the 2 o'clock arm. Then I braid from the middle upwards, turn around, and then down. That is how we braid our heart braid. Guys, you see just at the nape of her neck I have to like scoop in those hairs and attach them to the heart. If I was braiding this heart in all the boxes, the tapered end is going to have like lots of hair. I would have to brush into the braids, and I know that this is where the hair is going to start getting old from. So what I did was I decided to just cut like section of a little triangle at the edges of all the hearts, the ones I made in the middle row, and then add it into the heart. So that is there for aesthetics purpose, but it's also there so that the hairstyle can last as long as I want it to, or as long as we plan for it to last. So I decided to make the braid itself butterfly, so it will be butterfly on butterfly, butterfly cornrow design on butterfly box braid, butterflies, that is how I'm Nigerian, by the way, if you're wondering, like a local Nigerian babe. So now butterfly they call am. So I want to have a butterfly and a butterfly cornrow and a butterfly box braid. So that was why I decided to just do this. It's just so extra because sometimes I can be extra. So my client specifically told me that she does not want the heart on the side of her face coming downwards because she likes to pack her hair like towards the center of her head like a mohawk design, and she doesn't want anything blocking the heart. She doesn't want the tail of the braid to lay over the heart shape when she packs her hair back. So she made me braid the heart towards the back, just this one by the side of the hair, and when I packed her hair I understood why. She's creative. So as you can see for the other heart, sorry, I will show you once again. I cut after making the line from the top to the bottom of the box. Then after making my 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock arm, I section off the triangle at the edge of the box where the heart is going to leave off. Ideally, if I was to carve out the exact shape of a heart, that part that would have been taken away from that section, I just braided it and then add it into the triangle while braiding. So that first one you braid, the first half of the heart you braid it down just enough for it not to unravel before you braid the second part, because you might have to lose it a little bit to make the transitioning from the cornrow to the box braid a little bit smoother. So I just added a tiny triangle and made half of the braid, and I repeated this all around, and now it's time for the butterflies, darlings. So I section from the top to the bottom, and then so from up to down, from left to right. But the top section towards the antenna of the butterflies are going to, that section is going to be a little bit bigger than the bottom part, just because you will need to add the antenna there. So I make something like a, let's say a 530 arm and a 730 arm for the lower wings of the butterfly. This is the 530 arm, and then I braid around it just like the heart braid. And then now on the second half down, I am going to make a 730 arm. That is it. Braid from the middle of the line towards the outer part of the line. You know, this is not the first time I am making this. I made this hair on my mannequin before, and that was when I explored braiding from the outside to the inside, from the inside to the outside, before I made up my mind on which one I preferred. If you braid from the outside to the inside, the butterfly is going to look a little bit not proportional. But if you braid from the inside to the outside, when you're done, like the tummy of the butterfly is going to cover the beginning part where the braid is tapered, so it's going to level it out. Anyway, when you are done, before you make the arms, the clock arms on the top part, you have to section off the antenna and braid it. I hope this thing is called an antenna on a butterfly. Yeah, so before you, now we can make the hand of the clock. We are done with the butterfly. This should be our 10 o'clock arm. From the middle of the box, 10 o'clock arm. Then I braid from the top around towards the middle of the butterfly, towards the stomach. So from the top around and down, and then I repeat the same thing on the other side. The antenna first, remember the antenna first, you braid it down. Then on this side we make the 2 o'clock arm or the 2:30 arm, and then braid around. Now guys, the first time I made this hair, it was like butterflies all through the hair, and at some point, like, this thing messes with your head a little bit. Maybe for me, I don't know, I am like a semi-professional. I'm a hairstylist, but not, I've seen better hairstylists on YouTube, like a lot. So at a point I was just seeing butterflies everywhere, and you can unknowingly, it even happened to me, you're going to see it happen, where I forgot to make the antenna and just made the wing without where I was supposed to make an antenna. Everything was beginning to look the same. So if you just get confused at any point, just stop, use the line in the center of the head to just remind yourself where the butterfly is facing exactly. Sometimes you won't know where the butterfly is facing, and you might just mistakenly make the antenna on the back, on the lower section, on the back wing, on the lower wing, and you have to take out the braid and do it again. It happened to me, you're going to see it. So okay, also when making this, I try to join the two tails of the braid from the antenna into one leg of these three, into one of the three legs cornrow. Use the two antenna as one. If you separate them, it's going to look weird. It will look as if the antenna is coming from the side of the ears instead of from the center of the head. So join the two antennas together, then grab maybe the tail of the left wing up and the right wing up to have your three legs. When you braid down, then you add the other ones. The first time I did, I tried to make sure I add the tails of the braid from the lower wings before adding the one from the top wings. This helps to bring the butterfly more together so that it won't look as if it is divided in the middle. I actually forgot until now that I am saying this. So the second time I braided this, I didn't remember, but for my previous tutorial where I did on my mannequin head, I remembered that. So you should add the tail of the braid from the lower half before you add the tail of the braid from the top wings. It's going to make the butterfly look more like one component instead of having like a demarcation. It's just as if you use a knife to cut the center of the abdomen, separating the butterfly from the wing area. Oh, can you see what I am taking down? I mistakenly braided that part, confusing it to be like the lower wing, whereas I needed to make an antenna there. So that line from the center of the head is going to be like the junction of the antennas, and those four antennas on those four butterflies there running in the middle of the head, it's like the prettiest. This is where I admire most ever since I saw this hairstyle. Like that middle of the head, in the center of the head there on top, where the four butterflies are facing each other, it's just like patterns and patterns and patterns and designs with clean lines, and it's just pretty. God, that is my favorite part of this hairstyle. You see that middle? Once I complete the fourth butterfly, oh my god, oh my god, it's everything. Like, that's where I like the most in this hair. If you mess up this hairstyle, see, if you're struggling to make this hair, you can mess up the rest of the hair. But you see these four butterflies in the center of the head, if you mess them up, somebody's going to be angry at you. So just take your time and make it right. Like those antennas slightly kissing themselves, it's just like four beautiful twin butterflies sitting on the center of the head. So this is the last one, and I don't know why I'm moving in slow motion. So that's the lower wing. Check the other lower wing. Okay, no, the top one, antenna first to kiss the other antenna, and the second antenna. Guys, tell me, which do you prefer? Do you prefer the box? See, this is the request I got, a mixture of hearts and butterflies. You can choose to make just any one of them, it's fine. When I saw this hairstyle, I explored some other designs you can try. I tried with $ cornrow design box braid. I tried okay, heart, butterfly, $ flower, what else, I can't remember. Well, I just called I have 11 or 13, I don't know, 11 or 13, I think 11. So I just coiled the tip. Let me know which is your favorite. If you prefer the butterfly, please leave a butterfly emoji in the comment section, and if you prefer the heart, just leave a heart emoji. I really want to know which one people prefer. I prefer butterfly, so I'm going to start in the comment section with plenty butterflies. And no, we loved the hair. After making this, I was like, like, we dey worry, we dey pepper them, we are disturbing people's eyes. You cannot pass this hairstyle and not turn back and stare. Like, it must catch your attention. This hairstyle is an attention grabber. It's just too much, like, so much going on. It's so much. It's fun for someone who is artistic. What's artistic? Yeah, someone who likes art, who likes to express. Guys, see, I don't want to bite my tongue, but if you just like design things, if you like design things, if you like to prepare them, if you like to show off, if you like attention, this hairstyle is for you. Don't forget your emoji. Let me know what you think. If you want to try some other things like flowers, you want to try $ money sign, heart, butterfly, like, do whatever you want, be creative. Maybe you can even bring up new ones for us to try, and I am so willing and interested. Do I need to tell you she lost her hair? I don't need to say that. You can see, and I was happy. It's like 2 a.m. Nigerian time now, and I hope my neighbors cannot hear me, because it will be as if I am flying in the night. Like, what's up with all the noise? Who is she talking with? Our hustle continues. If you appreciate my effort at all, please leave a thumbs up, and I in turn appreciate your time here. I wish you God blessings. I wish you have a beautiful day. I wish you happiness, just happiness. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.